Welcome to episode 8 of The Science of Addiction. Today, we're diving into digital and technology addiction, an issue that's impacting more people than ever. We'll explore how apps, social media, and our devices are designed to capture our attention, and why we often find it so hard to put them down. From the psychology behind notifications to the dopamine-driven cycle of engagement, we'll look at what makes tech so addictive and the science behind it. Let's break down how this digital addiction affects our brain, our health, and our everyday lives.
You ever just reach for your phone without even thinking about it?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Like it's basically part of you.
It's like an extra limb, I swear.
Seriously. Well, get ready to think about that a whole lot more, because today we're going deep on digital and tech addictions.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Pretty wild, honestly. Like how hooked we can get on all this stuff. We've got some fascinating source material to dig into, stuff about smartphones, social media, even gaming.
The whole 9 yards.
Exactly. We're going to figure out how it all works, like why we get so attached to our devices.
Yeah, and how companies keep us glued to them.
For sure.
Yeah.
So first things first. What is a digital addiction? Like what makes it an addiction? Not just liking technology a lot.
Right. So it goes way beyond just liking your phone or spending time online.
Okay.
It's more about it's about when it becomes this compulsive thing.
Okay.
Yeah, when you have to check your phone, even if you're, I don't know, in the middle of dinner with someone.
Or like driving. Which is terrible. Don't do that.
Definitely don't do that. But that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Or if you get super anxious if you can't check your social media.
Oh, totally. I know people like that. They get the shakes if they're away from their phone for too long.
It becomes a problem, basically.
I love a good Netflix binge, but I'm not going to stay up all night and miss work just to finish a show.
Right. There's got to be a balance.
Exactly.
And it's not just entertainment, Think about gaming. It's one thing to really enjoy games, have fun.
Right, of course.
But when it starts affecting your life, like your job or relationships, that's when you're crossing the line.
And it's like the companies who make these games and apps, they know this stuff, right?
Oh, they absolutely know.
Like they're using psychology to make us more hooked.
That's the crazy part. They're designing things to tap into our vulnerabilities. You ever notice how just when you're about to put your phone down, you get a notification?
Wait, seriously? It's like they know.
Right. Or how about that feeling when you're scrolling through social media and it never ends?
Okay, yeah. That infinite scroll thing.
It's designed to keep you engaged.
You're telling me it's not just because I love cat videos?
Well, maybe a little bit. But think about it, that never-ending stream of content. It's meant to keep you hooked. And those notifications, they're like little dopamine hits.
Dopamine hits, whoa.
Yeah, they make you feel good, like a reward. Makes you want to check your phone again and again.
So it's like a slot machine. Keep pulling that lever, hoping for the next win.
Exactly. That's a really good comparison. Because what's going on in your brain is actually really similar.
No way.
Yeah. Every time you get a notification or on your post or achieve something in a game, your brain is releasing dopamine, which makes you feel good.
So you're saying our brains are actually wired to get hooked on this stuff.
Yep, that's part of it.
Yeah.
And the more you repeat those actions, the more your brain craves that feeling.
It's a vicious cycle.
Exactly. A tough one to break. There's even research that shows those unpredictable rewards, like those random likes and comments on social media.
Oh, yeah.
Those are really effective at triggering that dopamine rush.
Wow, that's pretty deep. So it's not just about willpower or whatever.
It's biology too.
Right, our brains are in on it. So let's talk about the impact of all this.
Sure.
We all use technology, right? Most of us wouldn't say we're addicted. But what are some of the downsides of using tech too much?
You're right. It's not always a big problem, but for a lot of people, it can manifest in different ways. Take sleep, for example.
Sleep. Oh, yeah.
Ever stayed up way too late scrolling through your phone, sacrificing sleep for just a few more minutes online?
Guilty.
That's a super common consequence. Or maybe you find it hard to focus at work or school.
Oh, absolutely. I'm way less productive when I'm checking my phone all the time.
Right. And it's not just about work. It can also affect your relationships.
Yeah, I've definitely been there. Scrolling through my phone when I should be talking to the person right in front of me.
That's a big one. It's we can get so caught up in this digital world that we kind of forget about the real world.
Sad but true.
And that can really hurt relationships, make people feel isolated.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it can even contribute to, anxiety and depression.
So it's not just about wasting time. This is serious stuff.
It definitely can be. But the good news is Awareness is huge. Just understanding how all this tech affects our brains and knowing the potential risks, that's the first step.
So like knowledge is power.
Exactly. And if you feel like you're struggling, don't be afraid to get help. There are therapists who specialize in tech addiction, and they can help you get back in control.
So it's not about like throwing our phones away or anything.
No, not at all.
It's about finding a healthy balance.
Exactly. It's about being more mindful, setting boundaries, like try limiting your screen time, turning off notifications you don't really need.
Be more intentional about when and how you're using your phone.
Right, make it work for you, not the other way around.
I like that. So we've covered a lot today. Tech addictions, brain science, the impact on our lives.
Yeah.
But before we go, I want to leave you with one last thought.
Okay, shoot.
Next time you reach for your phone, ask yourself, are you in control, or is your phone controlling you?
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's about taking charge of our relationship with technology.
And making sure it's a healthy one.
Exactly.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell for more.